Hey guys, welcome back to this week's episode of the Inside TFM podcast. It's
Welcome
Wednesday.
Where are you welcoming us back from?
Welcoming them back from the week that was. This past week that they didn't have us.
Okay, good point.
That asshole who just interrupted me is Jake Goldman, as
Hey, guys.
always.
As per usual, I'm here interrupting Jared.
Do you have anything good to say this time?
No, that was it. That's all I got.
That's it? Okay. And somebody who likes to be referred to as the King of Frat, Ross Bolen.
Frat King.
My boss's boss.
Can we not call me that?
Oh, it's too late. It's been said.
Our CEO, Madison, called him that yesterday, and
In a
I
meeting.
think it stuck. It stuck big time.
It's a joke. But hey, I'm here.
Oh,
What's
so we
up?
shouldn't tell jokes?
No,
I
this
thought
is
that was the
gonna
whole
be-
point of
This
this.
is going to be only serious.
Okay.
That's the only reason I agreed to come on. Is
Yeah.
if we make no jokes and we only talk about serious subjects.
Well, that's a good seg, Jared.
Yeah, serious subjects. If we are gonna seg into that, as some of you know from the site, Rob is no longer working here. We wish him the best, but so far it's gonna be me and Jake taking over.
Yeah.
Sometimes the King of Frat if he ever wants to come back
And I'm
again.
just here this week.
Yeah.
It's very temporary. I can assure you, you will never hear from me again.
Yeah, the
man.
whole feudal frat system, he can't just be dropping it on podcasts. He's got a kingdom to run.
Right.
A frat kingdom.
It's important that I tend to my kingdom,
in your surfs.
my surf
AKA pledges.
folks.
Your
We
butthole-
could
your
totally
butthole
do a
surfs.
frat feudal system right now if we wanted to.
Be
I don't
fairly
want to.
straightforward.
Yeah, pledges. Serfs.
That's kind of what
Yeah.
a company org chart really is.
King Madison. You're like a duke or something.
I don't even know.
You'd
now.
be a duke.
A lord?
I guess a lord.
You
I
and
like
Scott
that.
Disick
Yeah.
together.
Mm.
Lord Bolen?
Lord.
Lord of frat. Frat lord.
Jesus Christ.
I can catch on.
Yeah, frat lord is a good one.
So Jake, here you have a RG promo for us.
I do. Thanks for remembering.
I looked at the thing Micah has up.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, hey guys, this week, do we still have the TFM codes? Okay, this week on rowdygentleman.com, we still have a bunch of stuff on sale moving into spring. You can check that out on our sale collection, but you can take an additional 20% off with code TFM20.
Oh, shit.
TFM20. Lots of good stuff, kind of getting an early jump on spring break, Hawaiian shirts, tank tops, things like that. If you're still kind of cold, waiting for things to thaw out, we got sweatshirts available and long sleeve pocket tees too. The ever famous Johnny Politics t-shirt, that one's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Are,
But yeah,
are we still out of ass jeans?
we've never had them and we never will.
What
again.
are ass jeans?
Ass jeans?
Don't ask. God
Oh,
damn
God.
it.
So
Oh,
ass
my
jeans,
God.
they're like it's like assless chaps, but they're jeans.
Oh, I have some of those.
And then
Who doesn't, right?
And then the extra pocket that would be on the butt, they sew it also onto the front, but it's not a
It's
cargo
like
pocket.
right where
it's
your dick
right
is.
where your dick
It's right
is.
where your
Yeah,
dick
it's a
is.
dick pocket.
So there's
Yeah,
two
tho-
pockets there. You stick one testicle in each pocket, and then it kind of it's self-explanatory.
It's
from
called
there.
fashion is what
Yeah.
it's called.
It's something I don't understand. Barrett would probably have to explain it to me for a few minutes just to like really.
Yeah, he knows he's a fashion guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barrett is our product development lead at Rowdy Gentleman.
I'm
He
sure
knows
he's
more than I do.
super into dick pockets.
Dick pockets are probably coming in soon, so be on the lookout for those. TFM20 is the code.
But yeah,
TFM20.
and Johnny Politics is a great t-shirt.
Yeah,
It is.
I think we're all in agreement on that one. And there are no ass jeans. Sorry, Jared.
Okay, well,
I saw the movie Jackie, which was about
Jackie Onassis?
about Johnny's
Maine.
widow.
is it about Jackie Harry, the mom from Sister Sister?
That's what it's about. That's exactly what
it's
it's
a
about.
2.5 hour biopic about her.
It's fascinating, a fascinating part of American
Did you
history.
say the word biopic?
I said biopic.
Was that intentional, or is that how you think that's said?
That's how it's said. It's biopic.
It's biopic.
It's biopic.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, Jared.
Go back to
Biopic?
Help yourself to a
No.
fucking
It's
science book.
biopic.
It's like a biographical picture film.
That's
biopic.
That's where you're wrong. It's not. It's biopic.
Michael Ham, can you help us out here? Because you have like a way
Ham
you can
salad.
a way you can find this out for us. He does.
Ham.
Okay. Okay. Do the little sound
Can
thing.
you? Can you? Yeah. Press the.
Press the little sound thing. Biopic. Boom! Suck a fucking
Motherfucker.
toe.
I really hate that. Stop
Biopic.
clicking that.
Can
Keep-
we play
keep-
that over and over in the podcast?
Yeah.
Like on the have it
That could be your like sound board noise whenever you're
Yeah.
fucking right about something.
I just boned you guys.
Biopic.
I just absolutely boned you guys.
Don't bring that in here.
You guys are a bunch of bone zone bozos. Micah, hit the bone zone bozo sound effect.
What is going on? This isn't even
Nobody who listens to this, who doesn't listen to the Backdoor Cover, knows anything about the bone zone.
It's a good segue. We have another podcast called Backdoor Cover where we talk about sports. I host it with Dylan
Chivalry.
Dylan.
Shrubbery.
And Jared used to be on it, but then he did the Bone Zone Bozo sound too many times, and
You guys kicked him off for that?
Not anymore.
No, I said that I retired after I went perfect with getting every single pick wrong for an entire season.
Did you really?
I got every
you
pick
got
wrong.
every pick wrong?
Yes.
How is that possible?
Well, because most of them were
No,
things.
only 2 or 3 of them were. It was 9 picks total, I think, and 7 of them were real picks that did not hit.
Anyway, Jared's no longer there. Like I said, Backdoor Cover, great sports podcast. No Jared, if you're into that.
This is how Dylan is saved in my phone, by the way.
How is Dylan saving your phone?
It's about 19 R's and
Dylan
16 E's.
Shiver. Okay, now
Forever.
on to our first topic. Jake knows a lot about music festivals because he does a lot of drugs. Talk more about that.
Yeah, guys, so if you haven't... Thanks. There goes any chance. I certainly hope I don't need to look for a job soon because you just ruined that for me. So... Music festivals announcements are starting to come out for lineups. Bonnaroo just recently released theirs. I think Jazz Fest is on the cusp of releasing theirs as well. A lot of stuff to look out for. They're getting earlier and earlier every year too because everyone keeps leaking the shit, so that people like.
She leaking.
Yeah.
What rap song is that from?
Leaking the shit. Right on the cusp.
What's that from?
That sounds like a Slim Thug, but anyway, yeah. So. Everyone keeps leaking them. They keep
Yang Twins is what it is.
Yeah, it is the Yin Yang Twins.
They keep coming out earlier because God, I'm never gonna make it through a full fucking segment. This is terrible.
Because people leak the
Shit.
performers.
Okay, yeah, but so people leak the performers, and everyone's trying to leak them earlier and get stuff earlier out because everyone wants a jump to get people to buy tickets quicker.
Because everybody knows, like Mark Zuckerberg, that getting there first is everything.
That's only it. It's the only thing. But yeah, so Bonnaroo's lineup just came out, and the headliner is fucking U2.
That's
I just kind of want to talk about, like, in general, how terrible music festival lineups have gotten in the past 3 years.
That's
Like,
for
do they
Bonnaroo?
know their demographic?
No,
Like,
no,
who
they
going?
do. It's people that are sucker. Like
Streets have no name.
okay, but no. That's for Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo,
Yeah,
the
Bonnaroo.
headliner is
Bono
U2.
is headlining Bonnaroo.
I'm sure some high
Bono-roo.
person at C3 was just like, yeah, that's the thing we need to do.
Also, I mean, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm sure people are gonna like that.
Yeah, but that's still like, so that's not
I
a
hate the
festival
Red-
band.
I hate the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Do you know the lineup yet, Ross?
For
Have you looked?
what?
Have you looked at the Bonnaroo lineup?
Yeah, I've looked at it.
You have. Okay.
What did you think about it? Did you think it was good?
I was
don't-
gonna say
I don't like old band heavy lineups.
Right.
And U2 and Red Hot Chili Peppers alone are enough to make me like,
Yeah, no, that's when that's your 1-2 punch to start off the fucking poster. That's terrible. We were talking about this. U2 is most notable right now for probably anyone in the festival demographic for sneaking their fucking album into your iTunes library.
That's the only thing they've done in the last like 10 years.
Yeah. The biggest thing they've done is piss people off.
And then get made fun of on South Park a lot. That's
Yeah,
really the only
like-
thing they're known for.
Bono. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, maybe if you're around our age, you remember like what was that stupid that Vertigo song played on every sports thing for a while.
dos, tres, catorce.
Yeah,
It's one of
like-
the things they make fun of on
It's
South
hot.
Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
song mistaught everybody Spanish in our demographic too.
For a minute.
Let me
Yeah.
ask you this. Is Hans Zimmer on the Bonnaroo lineup?
God, I wish he was.
I do not see Hans Zimmer on
He's
it.
on one of the festival lineups for this year. And I can't
Really?
remember which festival it is, but the only thing I'm rooting for in 2017 is for Hans Zimmer to be at ACL at Austin
You
City
just wanted to
Limits.
play the Interstellar soundtrack. All
Or
Ross
the
has listened to.
Batman soundtracks.
or
I'm all about that shit.
All Ross listens to is the Interstellar soundtrack on repeat.
It's true. It's the only thing that keeps me awake.
wait, seriously, that's what you listen to at
That's
work?
it. That's it.
That's the most sociopathic thing I think I've ever heard you say.
Yeah. No, I'm fucked up, man.
Yeah, clearly.
Dude,
I'm willing to admit that.
that's a good soundtrack.
Hans
though.
Zimmer is playing Coachella.
Oh, of course he is.
So Hans Zimmer's going to be at Coachella.
What is the atmosphere for that show?
You do drugs.
I mean, you do a lot of them.
And then
you
you
need to be on
sit
like
there.
so much ketamine.
Well, okay, but you got to think about how badass this is going to be. It's like a full orchestra, and Hans
It's just gonna be
is up there
fucking
with his fucking
twiddling
with
his
his thing.
his little wands.
with his wands.
Do you think he breaks one at the end and like throws
like,
it into the
snaps
crowd?
one over his own head?
Just
Yeah,
like
I
yeah,
mean,
just like Cobra Kai's that shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's going to be like, it sounds like a ridiculous idea. Like, hey, let's get Hans Zimmer for Coachella. But come on, man. That's
I would see it 100% because it's
all
probably
about
better.
that.
At
What if he goes from directing with his wands and then just starts playing a fucking drum set with them? That would be
Just like
fucking
Phil
metal.
Collins in the air tonight. Solos with them. Yeah,
That would be
exactly.
so metal.
Yeah.
But my problem, I think, isn't so much like, okay, it's U2 or okay, it's fucking like Red Hot Chili Peppers and it's old top heavy. Lineups have been like increasingly homogenous from festival to festival. There's like bands that you know you're gonna see, and it's
Right.
all like this. I don't have a really good word for it, but it's like Apple Music, the shit you hear on like
That's
Apple commercials.
yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
It's like, okay, you're always gonna see like Head in the Heart, Naked and
I do like
Famous,
Head in the Heart though.
Chance the Rapper, who I think is wildly overrated.
Childish Gambino's been at like 46 consecutive festivals.
Yeah, Group Love. You know, it's
the
just
Strumbellas, Cold War Kids, Portugal the Man.
it's just like it's
Dude,
all
yes. Are you reading those off the lineup?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they've been on every fucking festival.
yeah.
I know.
I've
It's
seen
just
in the
like
past
this
5 years.
bullcrap like half-cocked indie music that keeps playing on top 40 forever, and it's like, no, this is what a music festival is.
and Major Lazer, of course. Because
Yeah.
have you ever guys been to a Major Lazer show? Did you go to the one
Yeah,
at
it's
ACL?
terrifying.
Okay, they say Major Lazer at least like 7,000 times each episode.
Yeah,
I said episode, each concert.
but the problem is like this isn't what festivals used to be like. Festivals used to be like jam bands. It used to be bands like Widespread Panic and
Are you going festival
People
hipster on
used
us
to
right
make
now?
a difference, man.
No, I'm saying though, like I don't want to go. Like that's a boring fucking.
They're not
concert.
about the music anymore, Ross.
They're really not though.
You
Like
know
if you want to go blow Chance the Rapper all day in a field, that's fine, but you're gonna have a boring ass time. Like you're gonna have the same fucking experience that everyone else.
The
did.
Weekend is there too.
Oh, cool.
See, I don't want to see
Weekend
that
sucks,
live either.
man.
I love The Weeknd, and I don't want to see that
No.
fucker live.
Let's be real. Rap music live kind of blows.
He's not even a rapper, but he's R&B's even worse live.
Yeah.
Do you guys
But
remember
yeah,
when?
no, there are 3 rappers who can do a good live show. That's it. There's like 3 guys.
What are your 3?
Kanye.
Eminem.
Drake.
I didn't even like the
maybe
Eminem show. I didn't even like it
I've
when it
never
was at
seen
ACL.
him live, but
You didn't go to him when he was at ACL?
I was there. I did not like it.
But yeah, like Drake puts on a good live show.
I heard he's very self-deprecating.
Really,
Drake
He
is-
didn't really
yeah.
say much when we saw him at ACL.
I heard he did a lot of like, man, that's the like he kind of came out was like, what's up? This is for all like the ladies out there or something like that. And he's like, man, that's something Drake would say. Just like kind of like Drake.
he makes Drake meme jokes.
He makes his own Drake meme jokes.
Ross, you remember when we were waiting? I think you were there for ASAP Rocky.
Yeah,
It was his birthday, and it was an hour-long set at ACL. He came on 40 minutes late, played 20 minutes, and then didn't play Wild for the Night.
That's awesome. Good for him.
I will say.
And the
this,
whole time
he was good for 20 minutes.
he was good, but I think every like seg in between songs, he was either saying "It's my birthday" or "Rest in peace, ASAP Yams."
Yeah, he was too fucked up.
He was so
Yeah.
He was
so
clearly
fucked
heavily
up.
intoxicated. And
As
couldn't do
But-
was anyone surprised by that?
Rest in peace, ASAP Yams.
My thing is though, it's like it's not a music festival anymore. It's like an excuse for chicks to dress slutty and take selfies. It's a selfie festival.
yeah,
Like I haven't had a great time at a festival.
since the iPhone became big.
It's probably
Like, there's nothing more depressing than being at a good show, like a really good show, which there's not that many of.
yeah.
And every single person between you and the stage has their fucking phone out filming the show. First of all, the footage isn't good.
No, it's terrible.
Like when you watch it the next day, because I've done this before too, because I'm a human, and I haven't done it since because it's fucking awful. When you watch it the next day, and it's like you can't hear anything because the microphone can't handle the amount of sound coming from the fucking.
No, it's
speakers.
to project to an open field. It has to fill the
Right.
area of open space. It's gonna be loud as
So
shit.
it doesn't sound good on your cell
Yeah.
phone. You can't see a damn thing. If your memory's not good enough to harness the joy of being there in the first place, then it doesn't really matter because you're going to die unhappy anyway. So don't film it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Coachella actually does have some cool bands I want to see though.
Like,
Like, one of the headliners is Radiohead, which I don't
Dude,
understand still.
If you want to take a nap,
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
Radiohead's-
don't know. I don't get that.
There aren't good like rocking bands anymore though that play. Like KG Elephant I saw at Bonnaroo 3 years ago and they kicked ass. They went out, they were stage diving, shit like that, just like shredding guitar. You don't see that anymore. No one plays fucking instruments.
dude, Radiohead's new album, which I listened to from start to finish, is a nappy time album.
It is a slow
It's for
roll
sleepies.
of
It's like if you want to smoke weed and like play Halo and need something to have in the background that will make you feel at peace.
yeah, like slightly just stimulate your mind a little bit.
Yeah, just enough
to
but not
make you
too
better
much.
at Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So that
Dude,
you
I would
focus.
I would consider going to Coachella after looking at this lineup.
Dude, but the problem is Coachella, you can't even drink in the festival. Have fun with that.
Really,
There's drinking areas.
that's dumb.
That's the dumbest
Did
thing
they
I've
announce
ever
ACL
heard.
yet?
What's up?
Did they announce
No,
ACL
they haven't
yet?
No,
announced
no.
ACL yet. I think Bonnaroo was kind of
This
the
is-
first to.
Yeah, we're later on.
Yeah.
I'm happy about this. So there's some bands on here though that I hope are on the ACL one. Anyways, what do we got now? Oh my God, it's time.
What?
Jake, it's time for my bookie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
That's can't be all you can't. The worst promo of all time.
You can't like that was such a hard segue too. Dude,
my-
we were
oh my
mid
God,
conversation.
It's time. Oh my God, what's it gonna be? Well, guys, here's what it is. You've heard us talk about mybookie.ag for several weeks now, as
Way to go,
Micah,
Micah.
as Micah put up there, and we're still on it. Join now, and MyBookie will give you a big bonus if you use promo code FART. Visit
Dude.
MyBookie. Oh, frat. FRAT. Visit mybookie.ag. You play, you win, you get pussy. Export or import, you got to check out MyBookie. Sign up today.
That was the worst promo read anybody's ever done. I've
You-
probably been on 50 podcasts, and that's the
You've
worst one.
clearly
I've ever heard.
never heard any of our promo
Yeah,
reads before that one.
Oh my God, they've been pretty bad.
They've gone into Chinese
It's actually
naked
one of the
men
best
fighting.
ones Jared's ever done.
Listen to Micah.
A lot
Listen to
of-
Micah.
A lot of cockfighting.
Micah says that's
It's
one of the.
legitimately the most restraint he's ever shown.
Oh my God!
It's only because Ross is
But
here.
seriously, though, it's conference championship weekend.
You are
Put
such
some
a
money
shill,
down on
dude. You are such a
mybookie.ag.
shill. Get off the mic.
Use promo code
Get
FRAT.
off the mic. You are a shill. No one wants to hear.
God, you've gone corporate.
He called you a shill.
You've gone corporate, dude.
That's promo code FRAT.
God damn it. Get off. Get off the mic.
Micah,
No one wants it.
Go to the next thing, Micah. Come on.
Oh.
Micah says this is where we toss it to the break. We're not going to toss it to the break. What's the next topic?
Jared's
no.
gone rogue. Okay. He's ending segments mid-sentence. Starting things he shouldn't. Oh, this is good.
I like this podcast.
Okay.
This is the way it should be
It's
done.
like-
Just
it's-
utter chaos.
It's I said this to Brad Key. It's like the Ulysses of podcasts. It's just rolling stream of conscious. That's it.
Blue Apron is a good product.
Wait, now you're tossing it. You skipped tossing it to other podcasts to do a Blue
I
Apron
tossed it
read.
to myself for Blue Apron.
Let's just get all the commercials done at once.
What is Blue Apron, Jared?
Blue
tell,
Apron-
Tell the people about Blue Apron.
So Blue Apron, it's a.
It sounds like something you read about on Urban Dictionary, but it turns out it's not.
It might
Yeah,
be.
it's what it's making me think of. I don't want to say because they won't pay
Involves
us.
a
So
waffle.
producer
Yep.
Ham recently got Blue Apron sent to his house, and he invited me over.
Invited
to-
all of us over.
He invited all of us over. to,
We respectfully declined.
But then he enjoyed. He enjoyed good.
But it
food
really
alone.
set the mood. It really set the mood for talking some game to Snapchat fans.
Micah, talk about Blue Apron.
Yeah.
Sure, I'd love to. Blue Apron.
You soulless piece of shit.
Wait,
You forced the producer to do all the promos because you can't take them seriously. Fucking love it.
I thought this was, I did invite these guys over for dinner, and
I said I had
was-
plans, and I didn't.
Wow, that hurts.
Hey, you want a home cooked meal I didn't pick out the recipe for or buy the ingredients for?
Okay, you
So
can't
just
say
send it to me in a
that.
box.
You can't say that.
I actually did pick out our choices, which I thought would accommodate a group.
Oh wait, so you can accommodate like any number of people you want on Blue Apron?
Well, you can choose. Yeah, you can go. There's 2-person meal plans. There's 4-person meal plans. You can choose your entrees for the week. I chose some things that I thought would be great and you guys might enjoy, but
Well, make me
I've,
feel like a piece of
I've
shit
made
now.
Well,
them
it
at-
sounds like it would have been really good. Like we probably would have enjoyed it. This is called being a mark, by the way. Just letting you know,
well, I'll just tell
podcast
you.
listeners.
For those of you guys who are out there listening, I think that like if you've got a girlfriend and you want to cook for people, you live in a frat, you don't know how to go to the grocery store, you just get Blue Apron. It shows up all the ingredients and gives you instructions. It's really easy.
And then you make a pledge: cook the food that arrives.
That's true. You
Mm-hmm.
can do that.
That's even better. You and your girlfriend can drink wine,
Have
listen to our
sex.
Bachelor podcast, touching base on The Bachelor, maybe even have sex while the pledge cooks your meal. The
Coitus.
best way
Coitus.
to sign up, coitus. as
Coitus.
it's known.
Say it again.
Micah, say coitus.
Coitus.
Okay, now you're ruining the Blue Apron read.
That's true. Anyway, go to blueapron.com/inside, as in the Inside TFM podcast.
Or
What the fuck?
what? As in inside your girlfriend,
Oh my
which
God.
is where you will be after you make her this delicious meal.
That's the read. That's it. That's the promo. Bam. BlueApron.com.
BlueApron.com.
Thanks, Blue Apron.
/inside. And you'll get your first meals free shipping. It's amazing.
Wait, what? Free food?
Yeah.
So check out this week's menu. Get your first three meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com /inside, like Inside TFM podcast. You'll love
Amongst
how good
other
it feels
things.
and tastes to create incredible home cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com /inside. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Jesus. All right, now what?
Yeah, you're
How are you liking this?
you're steering the
I'm
ship.
just fucking blown away by this so far.
Yeah, it's been really good so far. Okay. Did you write an intro?
He hasn't written shit.
Okay, so he didn't write an intro, but he did write the topic. Dunk college town food. Drunk. I don't understand.
He left the R out, it appears.
I think we're missing some glue here, guys.
You
We're
could
coming untethered.
you could dunk food though.
Dunk college town food. Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
we're
God.
not. Oh, we should hear from the other podcast. But not yet. Not yet.
Not quite. We're not there yet. It's on our list.
All right. So Ross, say something.
Gumby's is probably what most affected me in school, caused me to gain the most weight.
Really ate a lot of Gumbies.
Yeah.
How much did you gain?
We got it like my junior year, and before that I didn't even know it existed. I'd never heard of it. But
Oh,
what's
dude,
the
so good.
pizza that they make?
The stoner
That's-
pie.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
got like French fries on it and shit. Yeah, I ate a lot of those.
Dude, so you ordered that?
Oh yeah.
What's on that? It's like mozzarella sticks, French fries, like
Are there chicken
Like
fingers? on it?
pepperonis.
pepperonis, chicken
and,
tenders,
like, yeah, just like chicken nuggets on it or
biscuits and
something.
gravy. It's
It's-
just like it's
it's-
everything you'd want high on one pizza.
What does that cost?
Like $17 or something. But it's you can get a massive one for $18.49.
Yeah, let's read that out.
No,
It's-
the massive one is $27.49.
Okay, pizza sauce, mozzarella sticks, pepperoni, French fries, bacon, and extra
Extra
mozzarella.
mozzarella.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
And
that
I'll
sounds
tell
amazing.
you right now, if you've got a Gumby's in your city and you haven't had the stoner pie, this is a more professional advertising read than anything we've done.
really,
We're
it
not
is.
being paid for this. Stoner pie, it's fucking unbelievable when you're drunk.
This-
It really is.
Do they own the rights to like the image of Gumby? I guess they
I'm
must.
gonna guess they're just going for it and
like
seeing,
like
And they're
Gumby's
turning
been
Gumby into
defunct
somebody
for
who
so long.
advertises marijuana. The stoner
Kind of,
pie.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's green.
I just don't
He's
see the guys who made Gumby like being out there looking for people to sue.
I don't
you
see
know?
them being alive, to be honest with you.
That's-
Gumby's very old.
Gumby, man, what a weird show that
Was
was.
there somebody in the Gumby costume, or was Gumby so small he was just clay?
Gumby was clay.
He was clay, and he had a
God.
clay horse.
Well, maybe.
Pokey.
Well, maybe it
Loves
was.
pokey sticks.
Maybe it was a
Wow.
man-sized clay costume.
You know what would be funny
That's
is if
it.
the guy who founded Gumby's was the dude who did the show, and now he's just like a huge stoner who makes food that's terrible.
It's like,
for
man,
you.
I was really fucking up working on all that clay. Could have just been eating pizza.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
inhaling the clay fumes. I got really fucked up.
But yeah, Gumby's was my drunk go-to.
The one-
once it arrived.
The one in Tallahassee, I know for a while. I don't know if they still do this. Don't get them in trouble. But you could flash your tits and get a free large pizza.
What?
Because my buddy's sister would do it from time to time.
I think that's just a general rule at any restaurant.
Yeah.
I
right?
think especially pizza restaurants. If
Yeah.
you show boobs, they're not high. Like, I don't think if you go to Home Slice, they're gonna do it. But if you go to like a general like Domino's or
if you
fuck Cece's, I don't know.
if you come to my home and flash me, I will feed you.
If you go,
That's true.
here's the thing. I think
I'll be
though,
there. I'll be there tonight.
if you flash your tits at a mammography clinic, do you get a free mammogram?
No,
Jared,
dude, your non sequiturs are just
I despise you.
God.
I mean, think about it. You're flashing your tits anyways.
Jared, what's some good drunk college town food? For those that don't know, Ross went to Texas State.
I did. I went to Texas State University.
Yeah, so was Gumby's like real close to the square? Or?
It was basically on campus.
Oh, okay.
So not as close to the square as I would. It's like between the square and campus.
Was it like a drunk trek to get there?
No,
On the
not
way?
bad at all. Not
Yeah.
bad at all.
So like that's kind of like one of the things I remember about getting drunk food is like if you wanted something really in particular, you kind of had to like do that seesaw of how far is it versus how drunk am I versus how
Right.
willing am I to go get it.
or wait on it if it's delivery.
Yeah.
Well, this is what blows my mind is now we've got all these apps and
Yeah.
services that you can order literally anything you want and have it brought to you, like Postmates and fucking. We have one called Favor in Austin that I use as an adult because I'm pathetic. But back in my day of it, when I was in college in the early 80s, I'm just kidding, but a long time ago, you didn't have that. We didn't have that shit.
I didn't have that.
And it would have been nice to have that. I would have been spared at least one DWI. I wish we had had those delivery services. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I remember driving backwards to a McDonald's one time.
Dude, I had a pledge brother who got not one, not two, but 3 DUIs going to and from the same Jack in the Box.
Oh my
He didn't learn his
God.
lesson the first time. He didn't learn his lesson the second time. The third, and this guy his dad was a lawyer, so it's like you should probably have some,
I think he was going with the whole lightning doesn't strike twice defense of his actions.
It struck
It did not strike twice.
3 fucking times. And the third
3.
time, I specifically remember being on the front porch of the fraternity house with him, being like, "Dude, no, do not do this. You're already on like the highest level of probation that a human can be on. The only reason he's not in jail is because of his dad." And he did it again.
That's
and
pretty frat.
Like 45 minutes passed and he still wasn't back. And I just remember being like,
He got a
that
Dewey.
fucking idiot got arrested again.
Yeah.
And he did. 3 DUIs for Jack in the Box. You have to love those tacos.
I was gonna say,
Dude,
I
that
hope
is
it was
the worst
tacos.
food.
They have like a Kraft single cut in half and just
Yeah.
shoved into a taco
And
shell.
the fucking depressing thing is he wasn't going with like a girl or with like another pledge brother.
going by
or, like,
himself, right?
He was going alone at like 3 or 4 in the morning every time, alone, like barely able to walk and getting arrested. Drunk driving's not funny though.
No, it's not.
This is funny though. He's an idiot.
People being idiots is funny.
Yes. Stupid behavior is
No, and
very
we're not
funny.
laughing with him. We're laughing directly at
No,
him.
he wasn't laughing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
so
laughing.
Wisconsin had weird drunk food because you expect we have the big bar street. You expect there to be a lot of options, and
Yeah.
there's really until my junior year there was like 3. You
Really?
got Jimmy John's, Qdoba, or Pita Pit.
Those
man.
are awful. Awful options.
And
Yeah,
then,
we-
and then
we
there were
had
some
2 of
rotating
those,
ones that
too.
came in. My freshman year, there was a Taco Bell KFC, but that closed down, turned into, though, a Wendy's. And Wendy's became, like, I don't know if it still is, but it was, like, the biggest drunk food place because it opened till, like, 3 or 4.
they got good nuggets.
It's cheap as shit.
The spicy nuggets.
It's so goddamn cheap.
Oh.
For $5, you get, like, a cheeseburger, another cheeseburger, chicken tenders, a Frosty, and fries for $5.
I'm going to say something, and I don't know if it's a hot take, but Jimmy John's is the worst drunk food that there is, and it's the most widely accepted drunk food. Every college has a Jimmy John's. Everybody eats that shit. It is not a good drunk food. You need, like, greasy, terrible, extremely tasty food for drunk food. Jimmy John's is like dry
think
sandwiches.
the
It's,
concession-
it's soggy.
I think the concession is how fucking fast it is. You know, like you get
yeah,
that
it's like
time.
10 seconds.
Well,
Yep.
when you're drunk, as Micah would know from last episode, waiting on food, especially when you're not even getting it, can make you want to throw a chair through a window, a plastic one. But Jimmy John's, that wait where everything seems like it's taking for fucking ever is not there. It's like a 10-second, like you tell them, they're practically done making it by the time you finish.
That's
it.
true. I personally like the anticipation, though.
Every time I've gotten Jimmy John's, it's because I looked and Qdoba had a line and Wendy's had a line. And I'd be like, fuck, I'm getting an Italian nightclub, I guess.
Yeah, no. So Gainesville had some pretty cool ones. We did have the Jimmy John's. You always like to correct what everyone in Gainesville calls pizza by the slice.
It's Italian Gator.
No one calls it that.
That's the name, though. It's the official name.
That's yeah,
on their
sure.
sign.
What?
Yeah.
What?
There's like a hole in the wall between 2 bars called Italian Gator. Everyone calls it pizza by the slice though, because you just get
Yeah, because you have students clearly are just reading a sign. It's an advertisement for pizza by the slice, and they go, "Oh yeah."
It's the biggest sign on the fucking thing.
well, yeah. Because they're not trying to sell their brand. They're trying to sell
So
their
we're
product.
arguing about what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Italian Gator.
No, but no one on campus calls it that. But we also had, so other than like Pita Pit, that Jimmy John's, we had this place called Flacco's, which was badass.
I've been to.
What kind of food is that?
It's Cuban food.
Ooh.
It's really good. So you can like either order like a pressed sandwich or something and wait it out, or they have like a full counter of just like fried empanadas like ready to go and like pull off.
Damn, that is really
Okay, was
random.
there-
Well, I guess
Yeah.
it makes sense. Florida,
It's
Cubans.
Well, yeah, no. So that's a thing. Like we don't have like great Mexican food.
You have good Cuban
We
food.
have great Cuban food. We have a handful. There's also a place if you're willing to risk it. Driving there, you can get a pledge ride or something. Well, not at UF anymore, I guess, but
Or a fucking Uber.
yeah, they have that now too. It's fucking ridiculous. But there's this place called La Tienda, which means the store in Spanish. It's basically
Creative.
a restaurant. What?
Those Cubans went all out when they
Well,
thought
this
up
is the
that
Cuban
name.
place. It's Mexican,
Whatever.
Spanish food.
Those Mexicans went all out when they thought up that name.
Yeah, it's attached to a store. It's basically like a grocery store with a restaurant attached to it.
We call it the store. That's my Mexican accent.
pretty spot
Was there
on.
a Flacco's in downtown Gainesville too?
It was originally downtown.
Yeah.
Then they made another location at Midtown.
So
But
I-
I'm getting real quick.
Okay.
So that place just for some reason attracted the drunkest fucking assholes in the world.
Oh, me. Me.
There was basically a point. This picture circulated for a while on Get It Greek, which was our like Greek gossip website.
Okay.
Some dude was on a stool, like on a tabletop stool. There's a trash can behind him. He was so drunk he tried to shit from the stool into the trash can and fucking missed.
Oh,
so
no.
there's this picture of this dude with like his butt hanging out of his jeans over the stool and just a giant fucking chud of shit.
Dude, I've done gross things in my life, but I've never understood people who poop on things that aren't toilets.
Like pooping
What do
when
you-
you're drunk.
What are you doing, man? We knew there was a girl. I'll segue into this really poetic story. There was a girl at Texas State, and obviously I won't say names because
It's just a real person.
it's a real human being who's still alive.
That's the saddest part about all these stupid
Like
stories.
every once in a while, her photo will come across my Facebook feed, and I'm just like, damn, I wonder what she's doing in her life. But she used to get so drunk. Like, you know how a lot of people drink too much and piss themselves when they're asleep?
Yeah.
She would shit everywhere.
Her bed?
Shit her bed, shit her clothes. She'd shit
Ugh.
while awake and upright still. I had a buddy who she spent the night at his house. He woke up the next morning. She was gone. His bathroom was just covered in shit, almost like she had smeared it everywhere. And she was this girl, and that was her thing. Everybody knew this about her. She was also hot.
Did she have a
Big-
nickname?
Big boobs. I don't want to narrow it down, but she had a nickname. I mean, it was just, it amazes me that that's a thing you can be in this life, is the girl who gets too drunk and loses control of her sphincter. Just shits.
Was it diarrhea or was it pretty solid?
I think like regular poops. You know, like if you
Maybe-
were pooping in the toilet.
Maybe that was her calling card. Like she'd have sex with you, and you'd wake up, there'd be no girl there. You lift the covers up, and there's just a single turd.
Just Mr.
in the
Hanky.
bed.
Dude, I would be so I would call that girl out.
Yeah, I don't know though. That's like so extreme that I feel like I just
She has
cleaned
kids
it up.
now. She
Never-
probably has kids now.
I mean, I don't think she does. She was younger than me. She was a few years younger than me. I don't think she has kids, but one day she will, assumedly, presumably.
Well, she'll be ready for that fucking job.
Presumptuously.
Yeah.
Cleaning
And-
shit.
and
Yeah.
then one day it'll be the full circle of life. Is that eventually she'll probably have a hot daughter with big cans who will shit herself when she's drunk, and then that's when you know.
Do we think that's genetic?
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like it's not a genetic trait like that you could find a gene. So it's not genetic.
Yeah, the 21 chromosome here. That's
Yeah,
a
but-
a poop
but I
pants
feel like
pooping one.
it's certainly something that you pass through like the family line as a mental problem.
We
you
had
know?
a kid in our fraternity that would always piss the bed when he got
Everybody
drunk.
knows one of those.
Oh
guys,
yeah.
Yeah.
One of my best college friends.
yeah.
We call him Pampers, and we for Christmas party one year we just got him a bed liner. God, like in our Christmas party was in front of like 200 people, just guys and their dates. So,
He had to open fucking bed sheet, bed liner.
Did you put it on the
sheets.
bed?
oh, I'm sure he did. He pissed his fucking bed all the time. He'd do it often with girls there, so that was kind of like the add-on punchline of
Oh,
the
yeah.
joke. It's like, oh, you're really gonna need that, whoever his date was. But-
Yeah, which is just even more humiliating
Mm-hmm.
and funny.
You got to humiliate people at Christmas parties.
What's odd to me about the rubber sheets concept or the bed liner thing that you put over your mattress so that it doesn't soak in, then there's just pee floating, you know?
Yeah.
Then you're just in it.
Well, yeah, no, I mean,
I'd almost rather it just soak into the mattress. Fuck it.
well, then your mattress just smells like piss.
Only for a little while. It goes away. Plus, like I got peed on once. I got like
Was this requested?
Okay.
I'll say first.
Oh wait, no. Ross got peed on once. Time to toss it to the other podcasts.
Yeah, there we go. We'll be right back with that story. And now a word from our other podcasts.
What's up, TFM boners? It's Dylan Shivery here with Touching Base Podcast, along with my boys Will and Dave.
What's up, Dylan? What's up, dudes on TFM?
What's going on? This is Will. Hey, Dave, can you tell these turds why they should listen to our podcast?
Oh, I'll tell these turds what's up. Listen to our podcast, Touching Base. It's on iTunes and SoundCloud. You can go listen to the three of us talk about anything from golf to partying to being those old alumni who will go back to your college town and just like take all your women and drink all your booze and throw up at your frat house like idiots.
It dab on you.
We'll dab on you right in your face and you'll cry. 'Cause that's a thing that happens. I've seen it. Happened to me last weekend.
Happened to me too.
Yeah, Will was there.
Search us on iTunes. Search us on SoundCloud. Subscribe on both.
Hello, I'm Ross Bolen, and I'm here to tell you about our sports podcast called Backdoor Cover, hosted by myself and Dylan Chivalry.
What's up, Billy?
How you doing, Dylan?
Fantastic.
Great. If you like sports or you have a gambling problem of some kind, we are probably the podcast for you. Again, the name is Backdoor Cover. We're on iTunes and SoundCloud. Every week we talk about the biggest stories in sports, pick some games. We talk about life.
We just have a lot of fucking fun.
We do. We have a great time. Hit us up, Backdoor Cover.
Hey, you looking for a new podcast? Give Dudes Doing Business a shot. We are a business podcast. We give you insight into what we're doing here at the company, but we also bring in people from the outside, some third-party folks to come on and talk to us, because business is a sport, as a wise man once said.
That was you, right?
That was not me, but it may as well be because I've adopted it as my moniker.
There you go.
It's
yeah,
my life now.
Fresh out of school, stuck in, cubicle purgatory, no matter where you're at. We're just business without buzzwords, so I think we might improve that commute of yours just a little bit.
Dudes Doing Business. Check us out on iTunes and SoundCloud.
All right, we're back. I'm now taking over. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so one time this girl spent the night with me. She had spent the night before, and let me preface this by saying I've pissed myself drunk a few times. Once in
We've all been there.
Once in jail, I pissed myself laying passed out on the floor.
If there's ever
in
going to
jail.
be a place to piss yourself, it is definitely where
Is that
an
like
employee of the state
Is
has
that
to
a
clean up
dominance
after you.
thing?
Yes, it to me, it feels like it now. Like nobody's gonna fuck with the guy who's on the floor covered in piss.
No.
But that it wasn't. It was like subliminally I planned it. Anyway, so I'm not shaming this girl because it happens to the best of us. But she spent the night with me. Wasn't the first time she spent the night with me. I'd never had an issue with her like this. But she was fucked up. And I woke up the next morning. Well, I was wasted too. But I woke up the next morning, opened my eyes. She's still in the bed with me in front of me. It's a queen size bed or whatever. And I'm soaked, like from head to toe soaked. And I was like, it's like you ever had like the sweats or like been so sick that you wake up and you're just covered
you
in
get that
sweat.
fever sweat,
And it's the worst feeling in the world. It's just so disgusting. Your bed's all wet. So it was like that. At first I was like, what the fucking shit is wrong? Like, why am I covered in this liquid? Like, kind of like sat up off the bed. Was like, wait, did I fucking like piss? I like smelled the sheets. I was like, oh God, it's piss. Did I piss? And then I look over and she's opened her eyes and she's just staring at me, and then she just bursts out crying. Like I'm so sorry. And I was like, what'd you do?
You shamed her.
I mean, it was almost like I didn't. And I tried to calm her down, and I don't think we ever hooked up again. It ruined the
that
relationship. But
when unintentional water sports are not good.
But it was like she stood over me and straddled and just pissed.
What if
I don't
she
know how
did?
she possibly got so much all over the bed.
It was like a scanner. Like she stood over you and walked over you.
It's
It's like a
car
drive-through
wash?
car wash. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think she like just was sleepwalking, stood up on the bed? Because
that's what it has to have been.
I've had a brother to walk into my room sleepwalking
And just piss.
like. But it was so funny, man. This one kid, he was like a year younger than me. He walked right up to, like, we had these big windows, these big openable windows. He walked right up to and started peeing on it because I think he thought he was pissing out his own window, but the window was closed.
Right.
So it's just like pooling around the bottom.
Dude, we could
It's
do an
so
entire
bad.
episode on pee. We really could.
Dude, I know so many pee stories.
Because that's it's a ridiculous thing that humans, like, it's something, obviously alcohol is a liquid, is delivered into your body in liquid forms, and then you're not responsible enough to pee before you go to sleep.
And it's an irritant, so your body is trying to get it out as
Right.
much as possible,
Exactly.
like, especially when it hits your bladder.
But it's hilarious to me. Like, I know a guy who stood up in the middle of the night, walked over to his laptop, opened it up, and pissed into it. Like that was somehow the opening mechanism was
I could
toilet-ish.
see that. More than a lot of things I can
Ruined
see
his
that.
laptop. Like, there's so many dudes who have done this. They get up and just piss in like their fucking dirty laundry.
Dude,
hamper.
I was on Formal in New Orleans, and it was 3 couples. I wasn't on Formal. We were just going for the Sugar Bowl. So it was 2 of my fraternity brothers, one you may know, their girlfriends at the time, and then me in the middle because I wasn't dating anyone. I just wanted to go to the Sugar Bowl. I didn't bring anybody because it wasn't formal, but like this girl ended up staying over that was a friend of one of the girlfriends, and we shared like an air mattress in the middle of the 2 beds. So there's a nightstand right at our head. And one of the guys just wakes up in the middle of the night and starts pissing on the nightstand. And like
splashing down upon you.
It never hit us. We weren't close enough to it to run down on us, but it was like getting the floor wet. And everyone's like, "What are you fucking doing?" And he's just in his drunk like sleep mode. He's just like, "That's urination." I just kept pissing.
Just explained it
all over. Like it's like, "Oh,
that is urination."
Thanks,
my
man.
roommate, I was just chilling on the futon. He went to bed early because he was hammered, and I was like sober because I was a pussy, I guess. But I'm like on my computer, and I just hear like the faint trickling of water. And he's sitting up in the bed. He's not standing up peeing. He's sitting down like with his legs over the side, but he's sitting straight up. I'm like,
that's so pathetic.
I was like, "What are you doing, dude?" And he just goes, "Something bad."
It's just fun. It's fucking hilarious that, like, your body can get you. It can wake you up enough, even blackout drunk. It can get you up enough to pee, but not really to think or speak well.
Oh, dude! And if you have a house like the one we had Jack and Jill bathroom between two suites, so it'd be like,
what?
Jack and Jack bathroom.
A Jack and Jack bathroom. But we had there'd be
Explain that concept quickly.
2 rooms with a bathroom in the middle that 4 people shared.
Okay, gotcha.
And so if you're really drunk, this happened to me all the time. I'd like be sleeping on the couch or something in my room. I'd drunkenly wake up, have the forethought to like go to the bathroom, and then I'd be so drunk I get turned around in there.
Oh no.
Go to the other room, like jump into the bed with someone and their girlfriend. It's like they'd be like, "Goldman, what the fuck are you doing?" It's like then I'd wake up and be like, "Oh, sorry." I have to like climb down, go back to my room, all weirded out.
We're just not built to function in the middle of the night. It's just not what we're built
It's like
for.
we're drinking poison or something all
I know,
night.
it's
and then
almost
the
like
results are weird.
It's
I don't
crazy.
know.
Fuck, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, one more story. I'll combine the two: fast food and pee. So Whataburger,
Best of both worlds.
Whataburger has been a go-to for me since I was like 14 years old for when I'm intoxicated, and I
Little
live right
insight
by
on his
one now,
childhood.
which is it's ruining my life. But anyway, one time in college, pissed drunk, we went to Whataburger. Me and one of my best friends, who was the only other person awake in the house. Everybody's passed out because they were probably a little less alcoholic than I was at the time. We get like $40 worth of Whataburger, like as much as like being idiots, just like let's see how much we can buy a shit everything on the fucking menu. Bring it back to the house, eat as much of it as we can until I literally got sick, and I stood up and puked a small pile of barely digested Whataburger onto the floor, like a combination of like chicken fingers, a burger, fries, like
Did
a
you
fuck
not
ton
fucking
of ranch.
chew it?
I mean, I was chewing it, but my stomach is filled with booze. It barely has any time to try to do anything before I fucking puked it back up all over the place. So it's like, I mean, a good 6-inch tall, like 8-inch wide pile. A shit.
That's not true.
That's
not true.
A large amount.
This tall by this wide?
Like I want to compare it to like a big anthill, but made of puke that was mostly Whataburger.
So like if you pressed it all together, it'd be like the size of a fucking like double quarter pounder.
yeah.
6
Jesus.
inches.
It was the entire my entire stomach had been filled with food and then emptied onto the floor. And my buddy thinks it's like the funniest thing ever. We're both like drunkenly laughing, and he just whips his dick out and pees into the pile. And so then at this point we're both laughing like so loud. I mean, it's like everyone in our. I should also say our fraternity house was a huge piece of shit. Like it was like Animal House. So this
Clearly, if that's an acceptable counter move to you puking on the floor, it's immediately peeing on it.
Yeah, so he pees into it, and then it'll shock you to know that neither of us got laid this night. But then my solution to this was I was like, fuck, we can't leave it. Like our president's gonna wake up in the morning and see this. He's gonna be furious. So I went and got a push broom, like
with the bristles,
like a push broom. Yeah, like the kind you would use to like clean a basketball court.
Dirt.
And I pushed this puke pee pile across the wooden floor, probably about 15, 20 feet to the front door, which has like a 2-inch raised door stopper thingy.
It's got a threshold on it. Yeah.
Right. So I'm splattering puke piss with this push broom at like 4 a.m. up against this. It's like some of it's going out onto the front porch. Most of it's just kind of
probably just getting sucked up into the bristles of the fucking broom, dude.
Yeah,
or absorbed by the floor.
Wasn't the best cleaning job I've ever done. And there's like a trail. It's a wood floor, so there's a trail of this like, and it's like
it's just bile and piss. That's
and
good.
now it's like a 3-foot wide trail because the push broom is just making it worse.
Well, when it's 6 inches tall, it's got to only spread out.
Yeah, and I mean that was the
got
best.
nowhere to go but sideways.
That was the best I could do. I did my best, and then I put the broom away, and then no one ever fucking spoke of it again. Until
Nothing
now.
came of that?
Until right now.
Nothing came of it. Then I'm telling you,
That's
this,
how big of a piece of shit your fraternity
yes,
house was.
that
then.
no one noticed the streak of puke piss the next day, and this was in the summer. We didn't have pledges at this time, so
Did
it's
you
not
have
like
central air at least?
no central air, no
oh
central
my
heating.
God. So it baked in there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's great.
Anyway, fast food and pee.
Yeah.
How
There you
did
go.
you save that? Like, I feel like that was an afterthought story when that should have been like the title of this
That
episode.
should have been the beginning.
No, honestly, that was one of the things I went into this podcast wanting to talk about. Was because
What?
it was like the grossest thing I think I've ever done in my life.
Man.
My
Well,
God.
Speaking of getting really drunk, I think it's about time for our hotline calls.
It
What do you
is.
say, Jared?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Ross, what do you say?
I agree.
We should definitely listen to some of these. For those of you at home, we really like it when you call in, preferably drunk. And if you want to call in and talk to us or ask us a question, use the number 800-392-6344. Again, that's 800-392-6344. Call in drunk. Tell us your stories. Ask us your questions. If you have any stories about Jared back in college where he did something deplorable, those are always good.
Yep.
And if you just want to berate Ham for like 2 minutes, that's fine too. We're always
Those
well,
are
that.
great.
He has to listen to the entire voicemail. So if you
No, if you load up that voicemail
Yeah.
with insults, he has to sit there and listen to every single call to figure out what he's going to put on this podcast. Now, we may not ever hear him, but the fact that he has to spend part of his
Yeah.
day listening to you berate him constantly, call 800-392-6344.
I have a request. Will somebody call in? Get your girlfriend or a stranger or whatever. Put your phone on speaker. Call in. Set the phone down and engage in sexual intercourse with another human being. Record the entire thing and make Micah listen to it, please.
There is like a 2-minute limit. It's a 2-minute limit, so
that shouldn't matter for any of
make
you.
it quick.
Maybe get the middle of it.
Yeah.
Give yourself 5 minutes, then call. Like once you're warmed up and really
Well, no,
jackhammer.
I want to hear him coming.
Or the end. Yeah, about 5 minutes in. That should be plenty.
Okay.
But yeah, not the beginning when you're working your way in there and being sensitive.
Yeah, and then just say ham salad. Right
There
at
you
the
go.
end.
Yeah, right as your
Yell ham
orgasming.
salad when you come.
Yeah.
Ham salad.
And that's for him. 800-392-6344. Let's get into some calls.
Hey, my name's Lucas, and I go to fucking Clemson.
Imagine that.
I had a question for the boys. I just wanted to know if you fuck a girl and you don't come, even if you fucked her for like 2 hours or something. Like my friend was wondering this. Does it count as losing your virginity? So just please answer that. Thank you. And fuck you, Ham, you piece of shit. You fucking suck. Jake, you're pretty cool. Jared, you're pretty cool. Bacon, you're all right. I think your voice sounds kind of gay, but it's cool. All right. I'll listen to this on Thursday. See ya.
It definitely counts.
Yeah.
Okay,
100%.
well,
If you want
here's the
a
thing.
real take on it, don't listen to Jared. But go ahead.
Okay. I think that obviously he had sex. But this guy, hey, have you ever had sex? Yeah. Have you ever come? No.
No one asks that question.
Hey, but if they do, you can't say yes.
I think Lucas at Clemson's trying to pad his stats a little bit. I'm asking for a friend. If I fuck for 2 hours without busting my nut.
Yeah, dude, come on.
Yeah, like, okay, dude.
We get it.
no, but if you never jizzed in your life, let's say you've never ever jizzed, and the first time you would have jizzed was having sex,
And you didn't?
and you didn't jizz, you still never jizzed.
You have lost your virginity.
Look,
though.
man, you don't start asking the question like, did you come last night until your late 20s
Yeah.
to your like married friends. You definitely don't ask it in college. Like,
I don't think guys ever ask that question. Oh, you hooked up? Did you come?
I asked that
I've
question
heard
now.
Ross ask that question.
I ask that question now, but it's only because that's the stage of my life I'm at.
Wait,
When you're
that's
in
a
college,
stage.
you know-
That's a stage of your life. You
Yeah,
can
I
get
look
into?
forward to that. It's really fun.
What do you mean? You just get like halfway through it?
You just ask your boys, hey man, you come last night? Nice.
Yeah, I mean, at
didn't.
some point it becomes important to know whether or not your friends came. But when you're in college, it's not important at all.
Yeah.
In fact, in terms of counting whether or not you've had sex, especially if you're, dude. First of all, props to the guy who loses virginity pounding for 2 hours.
Yeah, seriously.
Who is this psychopath? Like, you might need to go get that checked out by a doctor, because if you're having sex for the first time and you don't come after 2 hours, you're either masturbating too much or there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
It's one of those two
or
things.
you dipped your dick in cocaine.
Or you're on drugs.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
If you do drugs or drink too much and don't come, that's almost normal.
There's a point where you could be so intoxicated and not bust a nut that you should be worried for your heart health.
Oh,
for
yeah.
keeping going. That's definitely been a thing.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No, it's like I should probably stop just for my life.
I think we decided that yes, you are still a virgin. Next call.
No, we didn't. But
what's up, Inside TFM bros? I have a good question for you guys. So I'm going back to school soon, and I'm anticipating some left-wing liberal snowflake pussies doing some type of picketing or some shit, gathering on the quads to talk about how Donald Trump isn't the president. So what would be a good sign to kind of throw them a jab and then add in my Venmo to try to get money? So say something witty to kind of stand in front of them to kind of shit on them while they're standing there and get a picture and try to get some money. And if you come up with something dope, I will donate 15% of it to the charity of your choice. I'm broke, and I think those Venmo fucking picketing things are fucking fresh, and I just need a good one. If that makes any sense at all. Bacon, I like you, because I like uppers as well. Roll Tide.
So, is he expecting not the picketers to donate to him?
Right.
I don't know.
The people who are watching the picketers.
And or I think he's like hoping to maybe get a picture in the paper of some kind.
I think if you're picketing someone that's like really left wing, you're trying to like counter protest the left wing people. Asking for money doesn't really fall into that.
No,
that's
not the vibe you want to give off.
You want to kind of give off that air that you don't need.
Yeah,
money.
Really. No. Oh, so he should say, "Don't Venmo me," and then have his Venmo handle.
Here's what you should do. First of all, do not in any way engage with the protesters, because that just gives them more fuel.
Yeah.
Anything you're doing to shit on them because Trump got elected and you're psyched about it and they're not is just going to make them do more protesting, and protesting is annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
I never was a big fan of it when people were pissed off when Obama was elected and they were like, not my president. I don't like it now.
Dude, denying in any way the president as the president, or just straight up disrespecting the president, whether or not you like him, is kind of un-American and fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I get you want to counter-protest these people because they're all fucking anti, but...
Yeah, as big a douchebags or losers as they may be, though, you're giving them what they want by going out there.
They're waiting. This is like bait for people like you, so that they can counter up with like blah blah blah. My feels are hurt, and you're part of it. And
Ross, do you think that he should wear a "fuck safe spaces" tank top?
Yeah, if you want that though.
So wear a "fuck safe spaces" tank top. Go out there with a big sign that. And that's the other thing
that says "Don't Venmo me."
You don't want these people to know that you need money or think that you want money, or if anything, you should be throwing money at them. To insult them. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
You should. He should like take out $30 in quarters and just whip quarters at them.
But asking for handouts is a liberal
move.
So do not do such a thing.
Don't perpetuate it.
Don't do it, bruh.
Next call.
Yo, TFM podcast. Micah, you better not
kid's like
fuck
16.
this up. God damn it, I fucking hate you. Why would you fucking kill Uber in Austin? There's no reason to do that. Wait, I would love to hear your reasoning for that. Anyway, yo, Goldman. It's okay. I'm good. Yeah. Goldman, when you're at the swamp, I'm right here, right now in Gainesville. I'm at the swamp. And you're buying beer for everybody. I want to know. Damn it. Holy shit. I'm so fucked. I'm not even going to give you my name. Thank God. What is the best idea when the girls are outnumbering the guys? I know, like, oh, yeah, I go for the hottest chick. But when the hottest chick is not going to go for you. Like, literally, dude, I'm a 6 out of 10 at the best. You need to give me help. Who do I go for? Out of the, I got. Hold on, I'm gonna read you. I got a 5. I got a 6. Oh, there's another 6. I got an 8. I got a 9. An 8 and a 7. Which one do I go for? I know I'm not gonna get an immediate response, but I just want to hear this response. Shit, yo, go Gators, Goldman. Here's a shout out to you. You're the fucking best guy on the podcast. If you were on the podcast, then I'm not gonna say it would suck, but it would not be the same. We fucking love you, even if you're a 5 tall. Go Gators.
Three things here.
fan.
Dude, that's the
that is the first time that anybody has said Jake is their favorite person on the podcast.
Normally, I'm not mentioned.
Normally, he just doesn't get mentioned. Secondly, do we think that he was just pointing at these girls in the bar going, a 5, a 6?
You're a 6, 8. If you did that, then you have no shot whatsoever.
One of them was like, Tim, get off the phone. He's like, one second. Yeah, she's a 6. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Now?
Another thing, Ross. That's a common theme on this podcast is that they will ask for a very questions that require immediate responses. Like, which girl do I go for right now?
Well, he said he wasn't looking for an immediate response.
I'm gonna put the odds on him getting any of those girls that night are very low based on the fact that he had to call in to ask that question. And then I don't know, man. It depends entirely on
Ross, he wasn't asking you.
That's true. That's true. Go ahead. I apologize.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh God.
I don't get a lot of love, so I want to go into this.
You got to soak this in.
First of all,
all right, next call.
I like you too, even though you're not a Phi-Ta. Just wanted to get that in real quick. I'm assuming he's probably one of our neighboring houses. But real quick, like, if there's a bunch of girls around you, that doesn't sound like a problem at all, ever, at a college bar. I think that's pretty much what you want. I guess, like, if you're looking for something easy, go for that. But really, you should just be going with the chick that you're vibing with for the most part. Because if you can kind of, like, pick up that she's into you, you're into her kind of thing, it's going to be a lot easier. You're going to have stuff to talk about. Whereas if you're trying to force something, then
you're fucked.
Then it's not going to work because you're drunk. I know what you're like when you're drunk. You're numbering people.
Yeah,
that's not good.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so don't be your worst self when you're drunk. Just go for what you think's going to work, man. Don't think about it too much.
Yeah, don't think. That would be my advice. Do not think about it. Yeah, the fuck. Just
like
see what happens.
Said, if you have to ask, then you're probably not.
Then you're in bad shape.
Yeah.
So for this next call, the caption here is "I love you, ham." So I'm debating just deleting it.
Instead of playing it at all?
Instead of playing it at all.
That would be rude.
Is it from,
and Ham just said you should play it.
Is it from the girl you've been, like, harassing on Snapchat? Did you tell her on Snapchat to call in to this number and leave a love letter?
Is he a predator?
Why don't you have a seat right over here?
Yeah, have a seat right over here.
Why don't you have a seat right over here?
We got an open seat here.
Just have a seat.
All right, play the call.
Hey, guys. What's up, TFM? It's a fucking TFM podcast. Dude. I'm going to join a fraternity next year. I'm going to be fucking awesome. Hey, Ham, you're fucking awesome. I fucking love you, man. No, it's not. Oh, fine. Hello? It's not even, hey, you don't even know what it is.
That was the call?
All right. Say something. If you're gonna play that, respond.
Yeah.
Well, I just
validate it.
That was trash.
We've been doing this podcast for almost a full year now. I think this is episode
over
50. And this is the first call on the hotline that's actually been nice to me, so I thought we'd play it.
Is this episode 50?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And
Big 50.
Hey.
I also think
the King of
that
Frat.
the last call will make you guys happy.
Okay, let's see. The caption is "Best bet you ever made."
I don't know about you, but Micah just sold me. I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah.
You're going to be underwhelmed probably. If Mike
I'm very aware of that.
If Micah sells him, I mean, he's a shill. He's a soulless piece of
Yeah,
shit.
he can
So it's
sell
probably
anything.
terrible.
This call will make you guys happy, is what he says.
Call
this is
in now.
actually episode 49. Sorry to get you excited.
Do you think he slangs those, like, Snapchat messages to the girls like this snap will make you happy?
It's a picture of his dick, and it just says, "This will make you happy."
I want you to put on Pharrell's song "Happy" when you open it, so you can maximize your happiness.
Okay, I'm playing the fucking.
That is not something I would say.
Hey, quiet.
Hey, what's up, boys? It's Garrett from Texas State, man. First off, Man, Micah, in honor of you, man, started using all my free copies and printing off hundreds of your headshots, and I just I send them to grieving mothers whose kids have been killed by drunk drivers, and just tell them to tell you that you're the reason their kid doesn't get to go to senior prom. Man, way to fucking go. But that's not what I call. I actually reached out for a question. So like being I think I'm a man of my word. If I make a bet, I like to follow through. But like, what's the most outrageous thing you've done on a bet? Like what's the farthest you'll go for a bet? You know what I mean? But all right, bro. Shout out all three of y'all. Y'all seem pretty cool. Except Micah, just a fucking trash human being.
I agree.
Garbage.
All right, boys. Peace out.
So
I'm gonna go
does
ahead
he
and
want?
I'm gonna be the third person there.
Yeah, it's you.
It's
Thank
fun.
you.
Does he want the biggest bet, the most outrageous bet? What is the most?
I think we can.
We'd be
I think
willing
we
to
can,
bet.
I think we can like do a double. Like, what's the most outrageous bet you've done, and what's the most outrageous like long shot, sure, whatever, and then like what's the most outrageous thing you've bet? Like the what's on the line.
Oh, I mean, I have a really stupid bet I did. If you want to hear more about bets, head on over to the Backdoor Cover podcast. First off, Ross.
We are.
Okay. Anyway, so. Yeah, I think
Jared could do this podcast in a room by himself.
Just
telling
multiple
jokes,
personalities.
telling jokes, laughing at himself, cutting. Like,
multiple
oh my
personalities. Like that M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan. Yeah. Okay, so I was pretty much out of all my money on mybookie.ag, promo code frat, and I had like $5.25 left, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have a really easy bet here to like make some money. I'm gonna put it all on Hillary Clinton.
Oh yeah, a lot of people made that mistake.
Yeah, so I lost. I had no money after that.
I would be interested to know how many people nationwide, how many degenerates, because I know a lot of them, and I'm very much a part of that world. Were like, the odds were shit. You didn't get a great payout.
No, but I thought it was so
I guarantee you, a lot of guys were like, "Ah, fuck it, I'll put down $1,000 and make $100 or $50 or whatever it was," and then they all lost. Every single fucking
except
one of them.
for Bobby Bones Ray.
Yeah, because that dude
50
put,
grand.
What did he put?
Well, he put it when the primaries were going on.
I know, 1,000 on Trump to win the presidency.
It was
at 50 to 1 or
yeah,
some shit.
That's insane.
That's what he did.
Which, damn.
God, the next time some crazy populist candidate comes out, I'm putting money on him instantly.
I mean, clearly that's the way to go. I only do like monetary bets.
Oh, okay.
But I've done plenty of dumbass money bets before.
So when I was gonna say one thing quick. When I was an intern, Ross like knew I knew about soccer. So he'd like come to me and be like, "Hey, who do you like in this game?" I'm like, "Oh, I think this person."
During the World Cup.
Yeah, it's the World Cup. And I was like, "Oh, I think this team." And he's like, "Okay, cool." And he throws like $200 down on him. And I'm like, "Oh my god, if this is wrong, I'm gonna get fucking axed."
Your career riding on that now.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure on you there.
But I did one time pick Daniel Sturridge to score the first goal.
That was fucking
and
awesome.
he scored the first goal.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Damn, dude.
I love
okay,
the World Cup.
So my longest shot bet in 2000, I want to say the 2013, 2014 college basketball season, I bet a buddy of mine $50 just straight up that the Gators would go to the Final Four, just right off the bat. Like
Nice.
Before the first game of the season.
Those are awful odds.
No, I didn't take a line or anything. He's like, I'm betting you against the entire field that the Gators will not for $50. I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, I'll take it. And they got it.
Yeah, you should have placed that with a Vegas.
Yeah,
I know.
with a real
No,
thing.
I mean I should or
mybookie.ag.
I don't think it existed at
mybookie.ag.
the time, but the worst thing I had right on the line though is when I believe it was Deshaun Jackson. He played for Cal in I want to say 2007, 2008, and he was just hyped up so hard that season. And I bet with my buddies that I would take a straight like behind the head punch to the dick if he didn't win the Heisman. He didn't win the Heisman that year. Tim Tebow did.
Oh.
So as Tim Tebow won, I got punched in the dick.
So Tebow at Florida, who I'm assuming you were a big fan of at the time.
Yeah, obviously.
Should have been a joyous occasion. Instead results in you being punched in the dick.
Right, square in it. And then everyone was drunk, so someone missed it, I guess. And then I got punched in the dick a second time.
Oh God.
Yeah. So it was pretty awesome. It was the worst thing
You
I
don't
ever.
want a dick punch.
Don't bet dick punches. Don't do it. It's not
Really,
a good idea.
you shouldn't be betting anything that causes you bodily harm because that can be
If you're a bitch.
irrevocable.
Oh.
Yeah, my dick still works.
But your dick still works. That's good to know.
It's not that bad.
All right, that's it for the hotline calls and for the Inside TFM podcast this week. Thank
Remember-
you to the King of Frat for joining us. Sign off. Say something
Remember-
cool. Say
The
something
5th of
cool.
November.
No, 800-392-6344.
Yeah, call in.
Call in for that.
Say
Call
something
in.
cool, Ross.
I don't have anything to say. Thanks for having me on your show. I'm. How long? This is what you've had 49 of these.
Yeah.
And we
I've-
haven't had the
I've-
King of Frat
and
once.
I finally made it, man. I finally made it on here.
Yeah.
I'm honored. Truly honored.
Wait, you actually have a Bone Zone Bozo sound
Oh,
timestamp?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, hey, guys, thanks for listening. If you want to call in at 800-392-6344, send us your questions. You can email us. What's that email?
Follow me on Twitter at WR Bolen.
Follow
also
me
listen
on
to
Twitter.
the Backdoor Cover podcast.
Yeah. Check out mybookie.ag. Use promo code FRAT for a special bonus. We have no idea how big or small it is. It's very ambiguous.
It's 50%.
It's a secret.
It's no,
No, it's a
not.
secret.
Shh.
It's a
No one
secret.
knows. If you want to follow me, all social media is at Jake W. Goldman. And then Jared,
I'm also at Jake W. Goldman.
he's also at Jake W. Goldman.
Wow, that'd be weird.
They just, everyone that sends one at Jake W. Goldman, 2 tweets go out to 2 different people.
Ham?
Yeah.
You can add me on Snapchat if
Don't
you're a
add him.
female at Micah TX.
Dear-
MICA.
Dear God.
Micah is trolling for some strange on
Micah-
Snapchat.
Micah
If you want to be verbally harassed sexually, add Micah. If you don't want to get talked down to and belittled, and you want to be a real
I
woman,
will not add you if you're a dude.
Actually, if you want to catfish Micah, pretend to be a chick and add him at
You know
Micah
what?
TX.
If you're listening right now still, which is probably not too many people since we've been concluding for about 5 minutes, but if you're still listening and you're a dude and you've got a dick and a pair of balls, will you take them out, take a picture of them, and send them to Mike on Snapchat, please? Thank you.
And send them to at WR Bolen on Snapchat, too.
Jared, my idea to get Micah spam with dick pics, and now you're turning it on me. Classy move.
He's never coming. You're never.
Also,
we're never gonna have the King of
Shop,
Frat.
shop at Blue Apron.
Shop at Blue Apron. And last thing,
And
if you
Gumbies.
follow Micah on Twitter at Micah Wiener, unfollow him because he's been unfollowed by 75 people.
Yeah, if you are following at Micah Wiener, or is it at Micah TX?
It's at Micah Wiener.
At Micah Wiener, unfollow.
Jared,
You will
you're
be
the worst.
Soul crushed.
You're the worst host of all time.
I might take over next week.
Causing nothing but pain and suffering for not only your producer but your guest.
Hey, that's been the show this week. Go
That's
fuck
the
yourselves.
show.
Every dick pic I get, I will be screenshotting and sending to you, by the way.
Just knocking mics over.
Yeah, oh, this is Micah's fault. It's loose. Look at this. You're an animal. Say goodbye. He said bye.
Bye bye.